I'm on
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 31. I mean, I'm Jay Sam. I'm here with my boy Dap, the anime
one. How's it
review
going?
antagonist, the one and only Skip Bayless of these anime reviews. Some people like him, some people don't. He will say some weird shit up here, so keep that in mind. And I'm also here with Fry, the manga guy. This guy will drop some bombs on you. He's read it. He's read everything.
Rude. Howdy, y'all.
And I'm here, Jay Sama, as always. Um, what's going on with you guys tonight, man? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man.
Wonderful night to talk about anime.
Thriving and surviving.
Thriving and surviving. Before we get into it tonight, man, what kind of anime y'all been watching on the side, other than what we about to go over tonight?
I'm like, what, 9 episodes away from finishing Shangri-La now? Then I'll jump to So I'm a Spider. No, I'm a Spider, so what? Or something like that. I forgot how the title
Okay,
goes.
That's
But
basically
yeah, I only hit those two. Yeah. But
okay,
other than
okay.
I haven't found any so far. I've been catching up with all the ones you guys have recommended. So
Okay. But before we move any further, let me just say we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. So guys, y'all watching, drop something in that comment box. Like my boy Shadow here. What's going on, big dog? Not the
Top
laughter
of the morning.
face. Top of the morning. Hey man, you take me out with that every time. What's going on, Black Love by Design? Hey guys, what's going on?
Welcome
Um,
back.
yeah, appreciate y'all for commenting out there. If y'all got a comment about, any anime that we're reviewing tonight, or if you disagree or agree with my co-host or myself, drop it in the comment box. We will comment on it. We'll talk about it up here. But before we get started, this is the last time I'm gonna say that. I got a quick plug. You see this? I don't know if you can see
What
this.
deliciousness is that?
Yeah. So I went to Sugar Junkie today. Got me a nice little strawberry crack cheesecake. Real yummy. Quick plug, real quick. But without further ado, if you guys don't have any more comments, man, we're gonna get into the first anime tonight.
Let's
You
get
guys
into
good?
it.
yeah, let's go.
Huh. All right, starting off, we got Kaiju number 8, season 2, episode 1, Hashina's Day Off.
Tip my hat.
Oh, right.
Hey man, no false alarms, man. No false alarms, man. What are you talking about? Hey, look, hey, Fry, he couldn't wait.
Inside
He
joke.
couldn't wait to get that in, man. You saw him.
Yeah, you just had to do it right away.
You saw how cool, calm, cool, and collected he was. Before you said it. Hey man, this is the anime that a lot of people have been anticipating to come back out. This is season 2. This is the first episode from season 2. It left off on a high note, in my opinion, from season 1, and it came out on a low note. Season 2. This is the epitome of anime starting, getting out of the gate real slow, man. Kaiju number 8, they hit us with a filler episode. I guess we got introduced to a new character that we haven't seen before in season 1. The guy who was the retired, what do you call him, like officer or whatever, that was running the little youth recreational center.
Sounded like.
Voiced by Piccolo.
I think so.
Damn.
At least in the English dub, it sounded like it, and he pops up on all different types of animes. So
That's dope.
Shout out to Piccolo. Or shout out to the voice actor Piccolo.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, what do you guys thoughts, man? I mean, this is filler. Everybody knows how I feel about filler. I'm not gonna, go deep into this one, but what y'all think about this episode?
I mean, that's pretty crazy, man. This episode's pretty solid. Built up on the story. Well, we got to learn about, the other soldiers' involvement and how they interact with each other. and they was looking to pursue the interests of their vice captain. See what he had going on for the day. He was looking suspicious. So it turned into like a detective mystery kind of episode. They follow him, thinking that they not being seen, and they doing some special espionage type shit, hunting him down, seeing where he's going, just to find out, he might be a traitor because he's giving some equipment to this unknown guy. And then they're like, "Oh man, Vice Captain's a traitor. We're gonna have to take him out." And then it turns out, he's donating to this little like museum so they can be future kaiju hunters and shit. Like, okay, this is a good story, man. It's a good story. If you can buy into that, man, it really wasn't. It's straight up thriller. Like, they could have did better than that. Like Jason said, man, they ended with a high note, and then they came back with this. Like, I don't like the most you get out of it that you probably want to see is like the last minute, 30 seconds, where they get all dressed up, and then you hear this little stupid ass sentence. "Oh, Vice Captain, I see you don't know how to handle your off time either. You got your suit on under your clothes." And then they go out and strike a pose before they go take off to go fight a kaiju. Yeah, that shit was garbage, man. Garbage episode.
I knew both of you were gonna hate on it. I just knew it. Like, it's not personally. I don't know why they chose this as their opening episode. That, in my opinion, was a very bad decision. Overall, though, for the episode, especially for filler episode, I mean, it lets us see a little bit more on like what the everyday life is for these guys. Also, like it gives you a little bit more on like what the guys who are part of the kaiju force are fighting for and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't have any other good points because it's boring. It's a horrible choice for a first episode. Like,
Yes.
that's the honestly that's the biggest thing. If this had been like maybe 2 to 3 episodes in, I probably would have had a lot better things to say. I still would have been like, it's boring, but at least like it wouldn't have been like, this is not how you start a new season, I guess is my point. Like, this is not how you start. This is not how you get people to go, "Oh, hell yes, Kaiju number 8's back." Instead,
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah. They could have kept this shit in the draft book, man. And be totally honest with you, I still don't know what they do on their off time. I mean, I know what the vice captain does, but I don't know what everybody else does because they was spying on his ass. So I mean,
Well, some went out to eat. There was others who were doing like shopping trips.
Oh man.
And
Oh,
like, they
goody.
show you
Regular
little
human
bits
shit.
and pieces.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, it's slice of life, little human shit. It's to humanize the characters. Like I said, boring overall, and not how you start a season. But I mean, it's not like the worst fucking filler episode I've ever seen.
I mean, not
I
the
mean,
worst,
it is
but
for intro.
this is definitely the worst intro to a new season I've seen in a long time.
I will give it that.
I watched Attack on Titan. So
But yeah, just kind of go to more what you're saying. Like, we already know they're fighting for humanity. So I mean, that's like the humans fight for humanity.
I mean, yeah, you know that they're fighting for humanity and stuff, but you're getting to see it more again in a more personal setting, like showing off the vice captain, this guy who you've seen at least in the last season just be essentially a badass who's snarky every now and then, getting him to see that, hey, you know, he spends his off time to try to help, you know, these little kids and this disaster thing and to do all that type of stuff too. It humanizes the characters. It gives them more than just badass with swords and, you know, shit like that.
He's creating a cycle.
okay.
He is.
Okay,
He's
fine.
creating a cycle.
I mean, he totally is. Like, he even says it. He's like, these will be the next guys who fight the kaiju. And then at least the director, the actual like dude who sets up the whole thing, is like, I hope there's a day they don't have
Yeah.
to. Like at least
Right.
somebody is like, this is what we actually are fighting for.
They over there. They
but-
over there farming. They over there farming right now
Yep. But
at the
until we find
playground.
freedom and hope. Yep. But until they find freedom and hope, they're gonna have to weaponize kids for the future kaiju wars.
Did you see the games they play and shit, bro? That shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, they're weaponizing the kids.
Basically,
It's the same games you're gonna find in any arcade.
No, but I mean that's facts. But we also don't have to worry about actual kaiju's go running around like we don't have like
actual people.
fair enough.
I mean, yeah, hey, it's not like you see somebody. Well, like, yeah, let's stay over for that one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I hate to ask this question, man, but what do y'all rate this episode?
I'll go first. I give it a 5. I
You give
think
it a 5?
a 5. It's a
Five?
very bland episode.
Wow.
But again, I don't think it's garbage. I think they did it well. I think that animation-wise, altogether, it was still really well done. Like, unfortunately, filler episodes tend to have really bad animation. I didn't see any, fucked up faces or hands or anything like that, so the animation wasn't too bad. It's just a boring filler episode, unfortunately. So, for the first episode of a season, though, it gets a 0. Because this is just dog shit for your first episode.
Well, which one is it? Which one is it?
Is it a 0 or is it a 5? You got to take it.
Hey, hold on. Before you, well, man, that's official. But we didn't really talk about what they did for Kepler. That's not Kepler. That's goddamn dragon. How you say dude's name? Kefka. Yeah, because he was like up in the hospital and shit. And I remember they were saying like he got sick. I don't remember him getting sick from season 1. And, like he was like throwing up his stomach to like wash off his stomach and like all this other shit.
It said it multiple times in the episode. Apparently, the day before he just ate a lot of food.
And that's how he
overate. Yeah, he overate, so he had a stomach ache for the day. That was his thing. Which, by the way, that was like such a gross visual with the stomach in his hands.
It's I'm kind of interested on why it's censored out. I wonder if that's like the U.S. thing or if that's just like even the original like it's censored out too. But like they've been introducing like some weirder stuff and then they always like censor it out. But like it's something that you probably wouldn't see censored out like in another anime. But interesting, I guess.
I don't know on that one.
Dad, what you rating this episode, man?
Yeah, I'll go 0. I go 0. I was going to try to give it a 1 for the recap, but yeah.
Nah, it's straight zeros across the board, man. I wasn't interested at all. This is a season opener coming off a what I call a good season of anime, the first season, and they dropped the ball and they pissed down their legs, and this is what you get. A filler episode to come out season 2. So this is straight 0. I haven't gave anything a negative on this show, but this was almost close to it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Never done this yet.
This is totally unorthodox, man. Like maybe I'm missing something. To the viewers out there, let us know if we're missing something when it comes to this first episode. Like, was it always supposed to be a filler episode coming out, and maybe the real season's about to start next episode? I don't know, but this was totally unorthodox. I mean, shit, man. I'm coming off Bleach. I'm coming off Solo Leveling, and this is not how you open up a season. I'm sorry, it isn't. And I like Kaiju number 8. I fucks with it hard, but this ain't what you do, man. Let us know in the comments, man, if we're missing something. Moving along. moving along. This is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 31. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. Look like our boy Dap is stuck in the Matrix right now. But we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. The next anime we're gonna be talking about is The Rise of Shield Hero Season 4, Episode 1. Siltvelt. Hey, let's go ahead and we'll just take them off the stage real quick. The Rise of Episode 1. This is the intro episode of Season 4 for Shield Hero. Hold on, we got some comments in here. Black Love by Design did that fall asleep. I don't know what he did. He just got stuck in the Matrix for a little bit. Appreciate the comments. So this is the season opener for season 4, episode opener for season 4, which was kind of interesting. Shield Hero is one of those shows, man. Like, no matter what this guy does, somebody's gonna be plotting against his ass somehow, some way, right? And we get that in this first episode. Like, it's already a mystery person, which I don't know. It kind of looked like the same guy that had the angel wings, but I'm not real sure because when the guy was like kneeling down, he was talking to somebody and he was like, "Yeah, he's gonna get him," and we'll out in the Shield Hero type shit, right? And then when he goes to Siltvelt, which I think is the country, right? Isn't that where he went?
Yeah, it's the country or the city or something like that.
Yeah, and so when he went there, when he finally went to his castle, he was greeted by this person who pretty much told him, like, "Yeah, we worship you, but at the same time, you got to do everything that we fucking tell you to do before you leave," right? So it starts off pretty interesting, man. Wasn't a lot of shock moments, but it was more of a just building up, what this season is about to, what this season has to offer us. So. With that being said, man, how did you like this episode?
I liked it. It's for an opener, yeah, there's not really a lot that goes on in the sense of like action, but it's definitely a setup episode. It's setting up the plot points that we're going to be dealing with for the rest of the season, or at least that's what it felt like to me. So like they make multiple comments about the Phoenix, so it's obvious that the Phoenix at some point is going to be a big deal. Probably that will be I'm assuming will be the big bad at the end of the season. Yeah. And then of course we get to see that there's going to be some political intrigue, or however you want to phrase it, where he's having to deal with, this is a country that worships him as a god. But the thing, just because, but though he is, their god, it's obvious that the people who are in charge are used to being in charge.
Right.
So they don't want him coming in and fucking with their shit.
Right.
And, ruining everything. And yet he also, he knows that he can at least get some stuff from them, which, he says at the moment he's there, he's like, "Give me a fucking
Give me a boat."
Yeah.
Give me a boat now. For my boat.
So, he needs something from them, and they don't want him to just take over. So they're gonna we're gonna see what I'm assuming a bunch of back and forth, pull and take. He's gonna have to try to play both sides, because there's going to be at least two sides in this country.
Oh yeah.
One side that wants to wants to rule, and the other side wants to rule as well, and they're hoping he'll take their side. But which he already, of course, mentions that. He talks about siding with the dude with the big ass wings, or siding with the Lion Man. Yeah. So we'll see on that front. I'm just hoping that I don't know, I had told you and Dap that I had been reading it up to the big turtle guy.
Yeah.
And then kind of fell off on it because I was getting kind of bored, to be honest.
Right.
I'm hoping we get something that becomes more exciting. It's, from what I remember, there's a lot of stuff I forgot, so I'm going to have to go back and rewatch some stuff. But from what I remember, that was the issue I was kind of having. We had a really good first season, which a lot of isekais do. And then as it kept going, it just kind of became more and more bland. There wasn't enough like umph to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I think this episode, unlike Kaiju number 8, man, like and look, man, like if Kaiju number 8 would have gave me something like this, I wouldn't have been shitting on it, right?
Yeah, because it would have been setting stuff up. Like, there's a difference
Right.
between just filler and setup.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't need a whole lot of action, man, to be like, oh, season opener was the shit, right? Like I don't need all that. But what I do need is like some type of context, man, to what the new story is gonna be.
He's
back. And he's back. Let's give it up for that, guys. Give it up for that. Yeah.
Don't applaud just yet. I don't know how nice the AT&T gonna be to me yet.
It's all good, man. Yeah, man. So I mean, I'm interested, man. It kind of drew me in a little bit. And it's a lot of political things going on, so I'm interested to see that. But I hope that this isn't just a whole arc about him being in the castle and not fucking leaving, and we don't actually get to the Phoenix before the end of the season. Like I hope it's not like that. But so far so good. But so far so good, man. No complaints really, man. Dad, we going over Shield Hero season 4, season opener, man. How you feeling about it?
Yeah, man. Like you said earlier, man. I was hearing everything I was saying, but yeah, like I wish this was like Kaiju. Like this is the better way to start off a season opener. It doesn't have to be action as long as it moves the story and the plot along. That's all that really matters. That's really and truly, and that's not what Kaiju did. For Shield Hero, I'm hoping that this comes off. I'm hoping it comes back to its season 1 roots. Like season 1 hit very heavy, and then it went downhill as the season's been going. Like story's still there, but it's still missing that oomph. So I'm hoping season 4 comes with that oomph. Can't really tell too much off of this one. It's always been politics with Shield Hero, but now it's like politics with layers because now we got all these other cardinal heroes that's involved now too. So I guess the story's gonna do nothing but just get bigger and bigger as it's been doing since it started, which can either be a good thing or a bad thing. But it doesn't deter me away from seeing what's going to happen in the next episode. So I at least appreciate it that much.
Hey, quick question, guys. Do y'all remember when I think he was investigating who was like the first Shield hero? Do y'all remember that? Like, or not the first one, but like the past Shield heroes. Y'all remember that? I hope they bring that shit back a little bit. I don't think that was finished, right?
I mean, technically no, because like in a way, this episode kind of foreshadowed it too. Because he's like, like when you went to that, I can't remember the city that he went to, but they were all like, hey, it's a Shield hero, he's back. We worship the Shield hero. So like,
it's supposed to be the demi-humans. Got a connection because of one of the Shield heroes. I can't remember if it was the first one, like Jay said, or if it was just one of them. But that's where the connection with demi-humans, and of course, our Shield hero for the show being treated like garbage made it where he ended up, empathizing with them. So like, we'll have like some comparisons. I hope, like, at least do some more like deep lore for the, the world itself. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, and why everybody just shitting on the Shield hero like from the start? Because I remember, man, he had to fight, or he was training like one of those mythical creatures, and she was actually telling him about one of the past Shield heroes and how strong he was and shit. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, you talking about the queen? The queen. I can't remember that bird's name.
I forget what the
yeah, she was. Yeah, because
I hope we get more of that. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I hope we get more of that, man. Because that was
like, I get, isn't like the whole reason they hate the Shield hero is basically because the Shield hero is supposed to be weak. Like,
nah, it was that religion. Remember, it was that religion that was pushing that shit because they were trying to break up the cardinal heroes or whatever.
Oh, is that what it was? I can't remember. It's been too
Yeah,
long.
But
that
even
was
that
like
doesn't really
season.
make.
It does.
But even that really doesn't make sense, right? Like if you're trying
Yeah,
to break up the Cardinal Heroes, like why are you just singling out Shield Hero?
fair.
Probably because of the
And I, and I
demi-humans.
and I mean not just single out, but just like treat them like dog shit, like, and then
Oh,
treated all the other heroes like worshiping. They worship all the other heroes like they couldn't, like they couldn't have flaws and shit. So I don't know,
yeah.
man. I hope they dive a little bit more deeper into that. But I said that to say, what are you guys rating this episode?
I need a 5.
I'm
Is
gonna
that
give it
solid?
6.
Is five solid?
Yeah, a solid 5. Yeah,
Is
solid
is,
5. Not a
is
solid
that
6. A
average?
solid.
I mean, is that average in your opinion? Like, if you give an episode a 5, that means that it was just average.
Yeah, that's what you say. Yeah.
And Fry, you say you give it a 6.
I give it a 6.
I'm happy to see Shield Hero back, man. I'm giving it a 7. Like it wasn't fantastic, but I think it was above average for me. And with Shield Hero, man, like I said, like it didn't need to awe me with a bunch of action or crazy animations and shit. But they came out, they had a plan, and they executed, and that's all I can ask for. Unlike some of
Yeah.
these other animes out here. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Did y'all have anything else y'all wanted to talk about with Shield Hero?
I just want to see. I'm trying to remember. I know the queen, but she ain't the queen no more. I want to see what bitch. Yeah, I think his name was Trash. I want to see what bitch and Trash is going to do later on in the series in the season.
Hey, do you think they're still scheming? For the
You
Shield
know it.
Hero.
You know it, bro. They gotta be, bro. I'm hoping they actually become pretty pinnacle good antagonists in some kind of way. I really hope so. It'd be dope.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And for the viewers out there, those are their actual given names in the anime.
Yep.
Dab just didn't make that up. He makes other shit up, but he didn't make that one up.
Those were the previous kings and queens, or the king and queen of. Oh, I can't say what kingdom that was that they got summoned into.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hey, without further ado, man, we're gonna go into the next anime tonight. Hey, for all the viewers out there watching, we appreciate y'all. Drop some comments in the comment section, man, if you agreeing or disagreeing with what we got to say, or if you have some interesting points that you want to bring up while we talk about these animes that we're reviewing tonight. So the next anime we're gonna go into is oh, hold up, is Gachi Okuda, season 1, episode 1, The Sphere. This is a new anime. This is the first episode. I'm gonna go ahead and give my quick spill real quick, guys. Um, this episode right here, man, I got mixed feelings about it because I didn't have any expectations for it. I just knew it was a brand new anime. I didn't do any research. I didn't look it up. I just watched it. It's intriguing, man. Especially towards the end of it, kind of leaves you off on a cliffhanger a little bit. But it's intriguing. It's also Black Love by Design. Y'all giving some low scores tonight. Hey, man, that's how the lineup goes. That's what it's been tonight. I mean, I gave Shield Hero a 7. That's a pretty good score for me. But going back to what I was saying about Gacha Okuda, it's very intriguing, man. It pulled me in. That's all I need, man, to start enjoying the anime. Get my attention, draw my attention, and also let me have that anticipation of the next episode. Because once you have that, like I'm probably gonna rock out with you and do the 4-episode rule, man. But I think this is gonna pass the 4-episode rule. We got to see a young Rudu. Who's a boy in the slums. Who's a fucking what do they call him? A trash cleaner.
I forgot what they call that people.
They do a trash
But
cleaners or something like that.
But the people who live on the other side of the wall or whatever, they call them the tribesmen.
Oh, the tribesmen.
Yeah, they're the tribes people or whatever. And then
Okay.
him, like, and mostly people just called him trash. Like,
Yeah, man. Very interesting, man. Very interesting relationships between him and his so-called girlfriend, him and his stepfather. I'll let you guys go into detail about that, but you know, the ending for me, man. I don't know where this shit's gonna go. I don't know you know if there's gonna be fighting in it or how the fight sequences are gonna go. It's all a mystery still. So I'm very interested in this anime, and yeah, whoever wants to go next, man, y'all can go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised you said you didn't see how it won't have any fighting. I mean, I thought we was gonna get some fighting when they first introduced Redo because they show how the world set up, at least a little part of it. It comes off a little Attack on Titanish to me, but you got one half of,
Oh
I
God,
guess
yeah,
I'm gonna just say the continent that they're on. One half of the continent is just like pristine, it's clean. Everybody's got on, I think it's like a white and gold, like little fatigues and stuff. And then it starts off with this lady telling her daughter, you know, I see you messed up one of your toys, which it just had a little tear on it that probably could have been sewn or super glued back together. But she was like, oh, that toy's messed up. I guess we'll just have to get you a new one. So they walk it over and put it into this little chute that goes down to like the back of like an 18-wheeler truck trailer that goes further and gets dumped into, I guess, the slums, I guess, which would be the other side of the wall from their little continent or whatever.
yeah.
And
well, I don't think it goes on the whole other side. Well, maybe it does.
I mean, in a way, that part's kind of iffy because, like, we got to, like, because once we see the slum side, we see, like, the slums is, like, on the edge of their continent or whatever. Like, it's just a sheer, like, 100+ foot drop down into, like, a whole landfill full of shit. So, in a way, yeah, we don't know exactly, like, how everything is
Yeah.
connected per se just yet. So, yeah, it might not go into the slums.
That shit was wild, man. That shit was
It
wild.
is. It is. But and then after that, we get introduced to Redo. He's collecting trash. The people in this nice city or whatever notice him. For whatever reason, instead of just arresting them, they're fucking busting caps at him for
Yeah, I thought
collecting
that was
trash.
fucking crazy for stealing trash. What they
Yeah,
like, what their own people call, like, it's not even like somebody else is calling it trash. Like, their whole people think of it as disgusting and gross, and yet
yeah,
they have armed motherfucking guards on it.
yes,
Like, that is
yeah, yeah.
wild to me.
Which
But
I ain't gonna lie,
obviously, we're seeing that their society is already, like, you see this fucking kind of crazy and whack straight from the get go, because the mom straight up tells her little girl, she's like, even if you fix it, it will be
yeah,
ugly then.
yeah,
Like that's the only reason they wanted it rid of. Wasn't that they couldn't fix it or whatever. It was just like,
It's
oh, it's
imperfect.
ugly. Yeah, it's imperfect. Throw it
Yeah.
away. Like, it's sick to teach your kid. And they even make the mom, like, she says it like so lovingly to her child, and yet the face on her, it makes her look honestly kind of, I don't want to use the word demented, but that's like the best word I got for it. Where it's like, dude, you're fucking up your kid, like, right there.
Yeah.
oh,
Well, as it
Yeah.
feels like that's the whole society is, or at least that side of the society.
yeah.
Though
I mean, honestly, it's the
the
both sides,
tribe, yeah, I
really.
was going to say the tribesmen too don't seem to be much better. Like, it seems like half of them have accepted whatever story they've been told, that they're all fucking all
Guilty.
basically their lives being garbage is their ancestors' fault, and the only people they have to blame is their ancestors. So it's fucking, yeah, it's weird.
You
It's
know,
very weird.
it's kind of weird too, man. Rudu's punishment was like to send him to the trash from which he came from in a
Oh yeah,
weird way. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a
Yeah,
weird way, that's essentially what they did. And like, I guess they feel like that punishment is worse than death, because if you thought that he killed his stepfather, like, why wouldn't he get the death penalty? Right? He basically got banishment to a trash, you know, to the underworld trash of trash. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like what happened, which is kind
I
of
mean,
weird too.
it seems like they don't know what really happens after they drop people down there. Because I want to say, then they say they dropped his dad down there too, and that's how he died.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be a
So
death sentence, so I'm assuming nobody comes back, or at least as far as most people know, nobody comes back.
yeah,
Yeah,
So yeah, it's supposed to be a death sentence. Um, and then we have like his father or whatever supposedly murdered someone. Um, and then, but of course, like for all we know, the same thing that happened to the kid happened to his dad, and he was
right.
just they just assumed he was the one who killed the person. So yeah, and then I'm
Yeah,
also curious on like what the because one of the things, so like we saw that what's his name, what's the main character's name? Sorry, I'm blanking on it.
really.
um, yeah,
Rudy,
Rudo,
whatever.
Rudy
Rudo.
Poo, Rudy Poo.
But we saw that his hands are like all black or whatever, or like that reddish
Yeah,
black. Then the person who killed his like stepdad or something, when he's in the crowd, there's this moment where it looked like he kind of messed with the mask, and I thought I could see just enough of the face to where I thought the face was black too, like that same color of his hands.
no,
How
not
would
the
I pick
mask.
that up?
But it was really quick. I wasn't sure if I actually saw it, because then when Rudo or however you say his name was looking out in the crowd and sees him, obviously the mask is still there, but now you just see this weird new like grin on it, which is fucking creepy.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I don't know. Like I'm wondering what the deal's gonna be with his hands or whatever, and I'm
Yeah,
kind of can't wait for him to come back up top and just start murdering some of these bitches.
yeah.
he's got
I
on the
mean,
job to do it.
Here's my theory, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and put this out here right now. Episode 1, the masked man could be Rudu's dad, and he probably killed his stepdad because maybe he had something to do with the framing of his murder.
It's
I'm
possible.
not sure, but I think that he could be perhaps working for the benefit of Rudu. Um, maybe Rudu needs to go down there to become wherever he thinks he's going to become, to stop this power dynamic of this, um, not the townspeople, but the what'd you call them on that live on the other side of the
The
wall,
tribesmen.
Tribesman.
the tribesmen. Like, maybe this could be, the next step in what needs to happen for this whole power dynamic to get washed out and rebuild anew. That's my theory, just from episode 1.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Everybody,
surprised.
remember where you heard it first.
Pretty,
You heard it first here, Bucko.
But I think that's pretty interesting too, though. Like, you would think that with the fancy side, the clean side, being the one to Rudy, that they would have brought him over to his side to prosecute him or do whatever they were going to do to him. But instead, it was the tribesmen that ended up taking him to the death drop and have him get
oh, it
punished
was
that
it was
way.
it was still it was the police force that brought him to the death drop.
Yeah, but that's the police force from the other side, though. They weren't from the tribe side.
Well, yeah, I don't think the tribe side has a police force. I think that's one of the reasons why they're, uh, like, you know, they don't have any power. They don't have
They
like,
don't have any authority.
yeah, exactly. The authority all comes from the clean side or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah,
Okay.
And the
Yeah,
thing that
okay.
kind of gets me, that kind of like helps Jay's little theory with the stepfather or whatever. The stepdad like tells him to fucking run. So it could be, he knew that Rudy's pops just was, unfortunate enough to be there trying to help somebody. And of course, the guys on the clean side, like they don't care what a tribes person's gonna fucking tell them.
no,
Yeah, they're just like, we're just gonna believe what we believe. Like, we don't believe you. So,
Right.
which, I mean, don't get me wrong, he is over top of, a dead body. So,
Yeah, with a sword still stuck in it,
yeah.
Yeah.
which was
I mean,
interesting. Like he just, go ahead.
that setup was quick though, because like dude came through, stabbed up his stepdad, and then as soon as he leaves, here comes the law enforcement. Like that was pretty good. That was set up. You
Well, the
had
thing,
too damn
well,
much of a
also,
question.
he had just seen Rudy too. I'm wondering if, like, also the guy who he like runs into, that's the guy who is the one who sets off the alarm at the beginning of the episode. I'm wondering if the whole reason
Oh,
they were there so quick is he runs into him and then goes, oh, like maybe like something clicks for the guard, and he's like, oh, that might have been the guy who was doing the trash raids, and so they turn around is what I was kind of thinking. But it could have been also, it's so quick, it also could definitely be a setup. Like, that's 100% a possibility.
yeah, like Rudy's dad called the authorities right before he killed him. Just killed the stepfather.
Hey,
Perhaps.
that actually makes sense though, because that makes sense because if they're gonna drop him into I forgot what they actually called the
They call it
under
the pit.
wasteland
The
pit.
pit.
Yeah, so yeah, if they was gonna catch him and throw him into the pit, and he need to talk to his son in the pit without having any interruptions, yeah, that actually makes sense. If that's his
Hey,
dad.
hey,
So
I took my hat off to
hey,
that.
okay.
What y'all rating this episode?
I give it a
Um,
6. I'm intrigued with it, but like there wasn't enough in it to make me go, "Ooh, this was really good."
I give it 7. I think I think for the most part, the only thing I didn't like was that stormtrooper shooting that they were doing when they first ran into Rudy. Like
But
that
he
was
was
ridiculous.
fast. They said it. He was fast.
Working
But
quick,
that
boy.
was
He quick on his toes.
they
He
were,
was
but
skating
they
out
somehow managed to shoot. How you manage to shoot at the ground exactly where this dude's running? Like what the fuck you shooting at? If you hitting the ground where somebody's running.
But
But
Hey,
he's
yeah, I'll
fast.
give it a 7.
he low to the ground, bro.
They were all on the ground.
I give it a 7 too, man. I guess Chris got the low score tonight on this one, man. Because I mean, I feel like it gave me enough to make me want to watch it again, man.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to watch it again. It's
Yeah.
intriguing. It's just
Yeah.
like I said, I just don't think there was enough to get me above a 6.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
Though I did think the weird, horrible trash monster at the end was pretty neat.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Trash
Hurry up
dragon,
before I change my score.
whatever it was. Anyways, yeah.
yeah. We'll get into it. Let us know out there in the comments, man. If y'all watch this anime, let us know what y'all think about the first episode. Go ahead and drop your rating in there too, man. Don't be scared out there. I know y'all out there
Yep.
looking, peeking in. Go ahead and say something, man, and comment. If you agree with our ratings or not. I think all of us on this panel actually enjoyed the episode, and we're looking forward to the next episode coming out. So with that being said, there's another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 31. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. Thank you for joining us tonight. We've gone over some animes already. Kaiju number 8, season 2, episode 1. The Rise of the Shield Hero, season 4, episode 1. Gotcha Kuda, season 1, episode 1. And now we're going to be going over Clavetes, season 1, episode 2, The Beast Lord in Captivity.
I should
What's
say
up,
that.
Jeff?
We said we was gonna talk about one. I didn't think about that. We probably should change that before we jump into that. But
Oh, man, I read that just like a teleprompter, too.
but it's all good. It's all good.
I haven't even watched it, so it's fine.
But we just
Yes,
talking about
but
episode 1. Yeah.
yeah, so this was the anime that kind of just snuck in on us, man. I don't know what I was doing, man. I was watching Crunchyroll and I seen this anime pop up, and I was like, oh man, like I haven't seen this before, and I started looking at it again. This is another anime I didn't do any research on. I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I got some time, let me play it. I started playing this Joker, man, and I seen this '90s anime art style. And I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Kind of brought back memories. So I'm like, all right, cool, man. I, you know, I watch it a little bit, not knowing this shit is the first episode is like 46 minutes, which was
Yes.
bonkers to me. And then as the story progresses, man, especially like I think within like the first like 10, 15 minutes, you kind of get established with what was her name, Alicia?
Yeah,
Is a
Alicia. Yeah.
yeah, Alicia. It kind of established her character as somebody who wants to be a hero. Because the whole premise of you know the people wanting to be a hero is so that they can go pioneer above and beyond where their territory is, right? And go into the unknown territories that's protected by these supernova gods that kind of keep everybody in check, right? And but in order to even stand a chance against these gods, you got to get particular type of weapon. And the only way to do that is to become a hero. So she's on this plan of becoming a hero, and it kind of fast forwards. You don't really see her, grow up through life, but she's like 5 or 6 when she makes this acclamation that she's gonna be a hero, and then it goes straight into her actually, being a hero on their way to go face. I think was he like the Beast of the North, if I'm not mistaken,
Uh,
because it's
he
like
might have been,
east, west,
but
and
it was.
south.
He might
Yeah,
have been. I know there's 4 of them, so that makes sense. It might have been like of the North or
I,
some shit.
yeah. I think he was the northern one, man. But it's like I want to say about 6, 7 heroes, man. 6, 7 heroes on this trip.
Oh no,
They all got
13. 13.
13.
13.
13. Hey, and when I tell you, man, all these guys, you know what it reminded me of, man? Like some of the people armor reminded me of Ronin Warriors, bro. When I was watching it, and it has that old 90s art
Yeah.
style to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I was like, damn, man, this
I
shit
see
reminds me
that.
of Ronin Warriors. And then they all got like specialized swords, or weapons, I should say. They all got
Yeah.
specialized weapons and stuff, man. And I start seeing the fight choreography, and I'm like, oh shit, this is kind of tough, because they took out some regular beasts before they actually got to the Lord or whatever, right? So I'm like, oh
Okay.
shit, this is actually kind of cool, bro. Fry, when I tell you, man, that I never seen a boss wipe out the way I saw one in this show, man. When I tell you,
Right.
they were so hyped, and honestly, as the viewer, you kind of got the feeling like, okay, like this is an uneven matchup. You know what I'm saying? It's a 1v13. You know what I mean? And when I tell you, man, he just wiped them out, bro, in clean fashion too. Um, I mean, only one person out of the heroes actually made a scratch on this, Beast Lord guy, and I'm not gonna tell the whole story. I'll let you go into it some depth. But that part right there, man, I said, "What the fuck? I gotta keep watching this." And that's when I had hit the pause button. And I was like, "Damn, I got 25 minutes to go."
Oh yeah.
So,
Man, yeah. I was definitely hoping that episode 2 is gonna be just as long, but it goes back in the regular. Oh, I'm assuming it's only episode 2, but the
okay,
next episode is 25 minutes long. So damn it. But
uh,
oh well. But for episode
it's
1
still,
though,
man, yeah,
man.
yeah. You can pick up.
I mean, for me, like it basically starts off when they're in the carriage. They in the carriage, and like I ain't gonna lie, bro. When they showed the leader dude, I'm like, man, he's gonna be the first one to go. I shit you not, bro. I say he's gonna be the first one to go when they get out and start
Why did you
fighting
say
shit.
that? Why did you say
I
that?
just had that feeling, bro. He's just gonna be the first one to go. Like I don't know why, but I fucking called it. But they go through like a little introduction, and they're introducing everybody like they're gonna be solid. They're gonna be there throughout the whole journey, really. At least most of it. Like you're getting a whole little mini rundown of everybody, all 13 of them. They make it to their destination, which well, I'll back her a little bit. So the part that makes the thing that makes Cavante's interesting in anime is that they're on this continent. Oh, I forgot all about that. But they're on this continent, and I think like I don't remember seeing water. Do you remember seeing water on the map, Jason?
Yeah, it was water.
I'm pretty sure
It's
there is
water.
ocean. But like they're trying to expand on their colonies and stuff, and there's certain areas on the continents that are just consumed in pure darkness, and they can't go through the darkness because there's just a whole bunch of shadow beasts in there. Anybody that goes in there, if they ain't got the proper weapons, like Jason was saying before, like they're gonna get wiped out. So people are
Hey,
trying to figure out. Yeah, go ahead.
hey, Dad, I thought the only reason why they couldn't venture off into these lands is because they were protected by the beast lords. Not just because it was a bunch of beasts in there, but these lords protect these boundaries so that nobody can cross. And that's the whole reason why they have to get these weapons in order to take them out, so they can venture off into these different sections of the continent.
Hey, maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of it too. But I mean, going off of the interaction between Cavantes and the king, I don't remember what kingdom that was. Going off the interaction between
Oh
them,
my god, bro! I
hey,
think it was like the
that
king
was
of
dope.
I think he was like the king of the elves, man.
Nah, it
I
wasn't
don't
else.
remember. I thought yeah, it was elves because the elves are the only ones who could make the fucking
Oh,
the
hey,
gemstones out of weapons.
I mean, they might have been, but I don't think they called them elves. But hey, I will say this, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
this
I mean
anime,
they didn't call them elves. They didn't call them elves. I'm just saying
yeah,
like that was that king though of them that he had an interaction with. But go ahead.
yeah. But I will say this is already one thing I'm gonna have to give like extra points for this anime. Like they did their fucking history, bro. You notice that the Atlanteans, they are fucking Atlanteans. They're black, right? You notice that they got a whole little copy of black Atlanteans in this anime.
Now I must have missed that, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that. I was like, oh shit, they did the history, bro. Hell yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
you talking about when it was like showing the different kinds of people that lived on the continent.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you actually don't see them, but you saw like just an image of them, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
I saw it.
yeah.
You don't see them, but you see an image of them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
because
it's like
it was kind of like world building a little bit, right? It was just
Just
showing
oh
like,
saying,
yeah,
it's
okay,
a funny sentence.
yeah, they was saying, they were saying like, this group of people lives here, this group of people lives here on the colony, colony continent, whatever you want to say. This group of
yeah,
people live over there, and then they'll show like a little image of like a male and female of
yeah,
whatever species it was. But yeah, that was cool though, man. Go ahead.
yeah. Shit though. Um, damn, where did I leave off at? Uh,
Nah, man, you kept trying to go back, man. Go forward in the story when
oh
Clavetes
yeah,
was
yeah,
talking
yeah.
to the king.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was talking about like how the people had to try to expand, like the whole reason why they were going out into the darkness, they were trying to expand their colonies and stuff. But I don't even know what made me go back. But anyways, I'll go for
Went back
it.
again, bro. Just go forward, man.
So like they're on the horse and carriage, man. They drive out as far as they can, or as far as the horses allow them to go into the darkness before the horses like, hey, I ain't fucking with the darkness, y'all have to get out and push the rest of the way. So the guys, whatever you call the horse wrangler or whatever, he turns over the carriage like, hey, y'all have to get out. The horses said we gotta get out. I was like, this is it. Like
Yo,
before even the soldiers can get out, bro, they already getting fucked up. The horses done got snatched up. The horse wranglers got snatched up. Like they,
yeah, man. I mean,
like
this is when they was fighting the beast, right? This is before they even get to the Lord of the Beast, which is so
yeah, this
I
is
kind of
before
hit
final
on.
boss. Uncle
I kind of
Vance, this
hit
is
on.
before Vance.
Yeah, I kind of hit on that already. I kind of wanted you to go for it, like when it was actually like fighting Clavantes, and then afterwards when he was talking with the king and all that. If you can,
Oh
my good
wow.
sir.
Oh, I mean, I can't. I mean, that was some dope moments. Like the fighting choreography, the little bit that you get out of here, that was dope. Like there's one little scene where a dude's got like a spear, and there was like this little flying little shadow beast, and he throws it and pierces it in the chest and pierces it to the rock. And you thinking like, okay, he can be running around with no weapon, and then you see everybody else just fucking up all the rest of the shadow beast, and bro just runs up and jumps like 20 feet, grabs his spear, and just keeps on fighting. I'm like, yo, that's dope. y'all keeping up the momentum and using the world. I'm looking forward to that. But after they clear out all the little foot soldiers and they make it up to Clemence's, man, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say everybody was shook. Everybody was shook when they seen Clemente. Like, yo, what the fuck is this? This big motherfucker. And he all shiny and shit. Like, what's going on with this? And then the dude that they didn't actually have a leader. This was just a dude that was just barking commands. I mean, respectfully, but he was the guy
He was
barking commands, you
he
know.
was the leader, bro. He was the leader, dog. He was the leader.
Right? If you want to say so, he was like, all right, well, let's get in there and charge for whatever their kingdom was. And they start charging. And Lance did a flick of the tail or whatever the fuck he calls little tendrils. And
No, lights out, bro. Whole face is gone. Whole
bro
head was
got
gone.
fucked up.
Decapitated. Yeah,
Was he?
decapitated.
Nah, he wasn't decapitated, but like his whole body was twisted up because he went tumbling and shit.
I mean, his head was decapitated off his shoulders, bro.
It might have been, bro. Like, bro got fucked. He was first one to go. Got fucked up, all that. And they didn't all run. They all try to act. Everybody got like superpowers, so they do some more world building where you see like people got like shit. But like one dude did his, and his was like the Earth was turning into like I don't want to say a dragon, but it looked like it was about to turn into some kind of animal, an energy beam or something. But he couldn't control it, and he got murked in the middle of his ultimate.
Yeah, because like
You got-
part of Clementi's powers is he controls the shadows, right? And
yeah,
because he summoned that animal out of fire, I'm assuming that the shadow beneath it was able to be controlled by Clementi's, and that's why he lost control. But I mean, that's just my theory anyway.
really.
But Clementi's, man, like I mean, he's a boss monster, bro. Like whatever video game that you played and you needed to do a raid on, this is that guy, man. This is that guy. And it was a clean sweep. He had one scratch on him by the main character, Alicia, and that was it. She scratched his unicorn horn or his, just say horn, but scratched his horn
Yeah,
and that was it, dog. And
yeah,
then she got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So clean
yeah.
sweep, man. But that, man, can you talk about the conversation between Clemente and the king?
Oh man, that shit was short, bro. Which makes it even more hilarious, bro. So after he fucks up all 13 of the soldiers, he's like, "Oh, since the humans gonna come over here and try to fuck, and no, they didn't try to. They fuck up my people. I guess I gotta go fuck up theirs.
He
Blood
said,
for
"I'm gonna
blood,
go
eye
kill
for
them all."
eye.
He said, "I'm gonna go kill them all, man. I'm gonna just kill them all, and I'm gonna go straight to their king, straight to the leader." Kind of reminded me of Solo Leveling, bro.
I mean, honestly, you say that, bro, but honestly, the whole time I was watching, I was like Lakaigan from fucking Shangri-La in a way, like in lots of ways. Yeah, he's
It was
controlling
the
fucking
what?
Shadow. Lakaigan, is that how you pronounce the name? Her name?
Oh, you talking about Lycagon?
The Lycagon? Okay, yeah. Lycagon? Yeah. But yeah,
No, no, no. I
they
wouldn't say
both
the same.
control. They both control. I mean, they're not the
I
same, but
wouldn't
like they
say the
both
same.
control Shadow. They both
Nah.
manipulate Shadow. They both purplish black type creature. But nonetheless, back to Clementis. But yeah, he's out for he's out for blood. He got to somehow he finds the kingdom where Alicia came from. He's demolishing everything. Like he ain't leaving nothing left. Ain't nothing but rubble. He finally finds the king because he's trying to go lock up whatever little secret they have because they're the only ones able to create the same weapons that the 13 Knights were using, which were very rare and they're effective against the Shadow Beast. But Levante asked the king, is like, hey man, you got one chance. Tell me one reason why I shouldn't kill you right now while your people came and invaded my place. Honestly, I feel like he ain't let him finish the sentence. Because all the king was able to say was, you wouldn't understand. Head gone.
Hey, hey, man. Before he said that, dog. Before he said that,
Oh, man.
Levantes was talking to him like, in their native tongue. And he was like, you foul mannered beast. Don't be using our language." I said, yo,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
king want to die on spot, bro. I was like, yo, this can't be it, man. And that's when he gave an ultimatum, like, you got one last chance. And then he was like, I think he even called him a beast or something like that. Like he called him a word, and it was like you wouldn't understand, and that was it. Head gone,
Yeah,
bruh. Head gone, bruh.
on the spot.
Yeah, and what makes the story interesting is I'm gonna just move it along a little bit now. But what makes the
It's like,
story interesting, man? It is, man. But what makes the story interesting is that Clevetti was able to kind of reason with himself. Like he destroyed this kingdom, man. His people is rubble. His people dead everywhere. And he's walking, just looking at his work, pretty much. And it's a woman on the ground, and it's a baby crying, right? And the woman kind of convinces Covetes to take the baby, as like as an offering to see what humanity has to offer, right? Like because his whole stance was like fuck all the humans. Y'all get older. Y'all try to destroy us. Y'all try to conquer places that you shouldn't be in, type shit, right? And she's just like, well, when you're a baby, decide, if you're born or not. So why don't you, take this child, just save this child, basically, and see what humanity has to offer. And she kind of convinced him to do that. He took the child. And then he ponders off back to where the original fight happened at, with the other 13 heroes. And he's like, oh shit, the baby just keeps crying, it's wetting itself and stuff, and he throws it into like a pit of bugs who only eat feces, and cleans the baby off, picks the baby up. Hey man, it's a lot to cover, but we're gonna get there. And then he figures out, he's able to, so he has some type of healing technique where he can restore like a person's energy or whatever, right? And he figures out he does it on the child, and he's like, well, I could restore their energy, but I can't satisfy their hunger. So then he's like, I need me a human to satisfy this baby hunger. And so he goes back to the 13 heroes, and he sees the one woman hero who is the main character of the show, fucking revives her with his dark, beastly powers, and pretty much makes her, his servant now, right? And basically told her like, yo, she need to be the milk lady, and she was like, well, I can't do that because I don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? You need a wet nurse, and they go in. They're en route to find a wet nurse for the baby. And but before that, he transforms into a more suitable avatar, which he kind of looks like a human. Only thing is, he just has a horn on the top of his head. And also, too, what we know about this child is that this child is one of the purebreds of the only species on this continent that does they do the marksmanship for it's a royal baby, but it comes from the same species as the castle that he destroyed.
Yeah, he's a
Which I
prince.
can't.
Oh, she princess? I don't think they said
Well,
the gender yet.
they don't tell you that in the first episode. So, but that's what we do know, because he
Oh
was covered.
shit.
He was covered. He was covered in the castle's
Yeah,
um
and the crest. Yeah, that was a
in the
royalty
crest.
crest. So yeah, he was royalty.
Yeah, it was
No,
yeah,
the
it was a
baby.
royalty. Yeah, it was a baby, but you don't know if it's a prince or princess, dog.
Oh, I don't either. That's why I said prince or princess. I really don't know.
No, I'm saying that doesn't mean that it is a prince or princess, bro.
Because it's royalty.
Doesn't mean that it doesn't mean, yeah, that doesn't mean that.
I mean, honestly, it'll be the king or the queen because they fucking dead.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You don't know. Anyway, but that's kind of like where they leave you off at on this last episode. And of course, they get approached by some mercenaries, and they both get knocked out. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man. This episode right here, I couldn't, I didn't know when it was gonna end, but I really didn't want it to end, man. It was 46 minutes long, but it was hot fire.
Yep.
It's intriguing. I want to watch the next episode, which I think episode 2 is already out. I'm fucking with it, man. I'm fucking with it. So,
Yeah, episode 2 is up.
hey, Dad, hold on one second. Hey, so far, from everything that you heard about this episode right now, just hearing it, do you think this is something that you will watch?
I mean, it sounds interesting. All the heroes or whatever getting wiped out gives me some, what's it called?
Second Titan.
Vox Machina vibes. that happens in the very first episode of that.
You said Attack on Titan?
No, Vox Machina.
No,
I mean,
you
Attack on
said
Titan too.
Dude, I just don't
I mean,
listen.
everybody didn't die, but that is how they introduced themselves. Like that wasn't it like the first barrier ring? Everybody got killed.
Yeah,
Or
a bunch of people die in the first
yeah,
little bit. But
yeah.
yeah, like that whole like I was more talking about like the reason I brought up Vox Machina is like the first episode, like at the very beginning of the episode, you see like these badass heroes. So there's this like mage with all this magic and this badass fucking warrior and a girl with a fucking bow, and you're like, oh my god, these guys are gonna be amazing. And then they meet a fucking dragon and basically just get burnt to a crisp. Like that's it, immediately, like just immediately die, and that's
that's
what I'm
dope.
saying. Like it's just yeah,
That's dope.
it's always it's funny, and then it's also usually cool.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I got some of the vibes from that. Like I would definitely go watch it. Um, but yeah, it sounds pretty neat. Also, the whole like with the kid thing, it reminds me of a manga that I was reading. I do not remember the title, so don't even try to ask.
Inuyasha.
But no, it was there's this dude who's I think he's supposed to be a devil or a demon. And when he comes to like the human realm, he ends up becoming close with this village, and he finds peace. So he decides to like lay low and live with these people in this village. Unfortunately, it gets found out, the village gets wiped out, and the only one and the people that he became friendly with, they have a newborn, I want to say son, I don't remember on that front, but they have a newborn son, and they tell him get the son away, like run away. And so instead of fighting, he takes the son and he runs, and he decides to protect that child and raise it. And he even does the same thing where he's like, I don't know how to take care of a kid, so he goes and gets a woman.
10-4. So with that being said, man, did you have anything else you want to say, Dap? Before we do our rating of the episode?
I mean, you left out one good important part. Alicia, after Kavanti's, how you want to pronounce that, reincarnation, she is she's a walking corpse, and she's immortal. So that's going to be a pretty interesting part. But I don't think she's necessarily like the real main character, but it is an interesting play for the rest of it.
Okay. Thank you for that information. What you gonna rate this episode?
I'm gonna give it a 9, man.
Solid. I'm gonna give it a 9 too, man. Just because some of the key ingredients I need in the first episode. I would like to see a good fight sequence. I don't really have to all the time, but this one produced it. I like for it to be an interesting story, and this one already built on it already built the foundation to be an interesting story. And the last thing is I have to feel like I want to anticipate what's going to happen next. I want to have that suspense feeling, like I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm anxious to see it, right? And it fits that criteria for me, so I'm gonna give it a 9 as well.
Yeah.
Good intro episode, man.
Yeah. I just hope with all the world building, because first episode it does show you how big the world's going to be. So I'm hoping that doesn't become a downfall for the anime that is trying to do so much at one time. And episode 2 will go a
Man,
little bit more into it.
Man, get that negative shit out of here, man. Get that negative shit out of here.
Hey,
All right, let's go to next.
Hey, it could be like My Hero Vigilantes, and it's only in one fucking neighborhood for the whole season.
oh. I don't think that's possible. I think it already went past that. Yeah, I think I said it already went past that.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Where's My Anime? This is episode 31. I'm here with Dab, Pry, and I'm Jay Sama. We already went over some good animes tonight. We went over Kaiju, number 8, season 2. Episode 1, The Rise of Shield Hero, Season 4, Episode 1. Gotcha Okuda, Season 1, Episode 1. Clavetti, Season 1, Episode 1. A lot of Episode 1s on here tonight,
Yeah,
for season openers. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. If you're watching us tonight, throw us something in that comment box. Let us know that you're listening. Let us know if it's something that we're saying that's totally out of the box or something that you agree on. Just let us know in the comment section. We appreciate
greatly
every
appreciate.
last one of you. All right, so going in, Lord of Mysteries, Season 1, Episode 3, The Notebook. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about? How y'all feeling about this episode, man? Well, first of all, just real quick, how you feeling about Lord of Mysteries? I know Fry, you just got acclimated to Lord of Mysteries, man. I'll let you go first tonight. Let me know how you liking it, and then let me know how you like this episode.
Okay, Lord of Mysteries overall is fucking weird. And honestly, creepy. It's very
Okay.
creepy. Like, a lot of the times animes that have that horror tag on them, I don't really ever get like why a horror tag is on it. I get it with Lord of Mysteries. Lord of Mysteries is fucking creepy. Like the vibe it gives you, the music, all of it. There's moments where I'm like, okay, I'm glad I got the light on.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
But nah, it's not that bad. But it is creepy, like the weird fucking demons that you get to see, and then like 3 seconds into the first episode, like you got the weird. Anyways, the demons are just weird, or whatever they're supposed to be, or whatever. Also, just to go with like Lord of Mysteries so far, I really am liking this animation, but it definitely the visuals can definitely like make it where you're not 100% sure what the fuck is going on. Like, sometimes I'm like, okay, are we sleeping now? Like, is this dream mode or is this not dream mode? Like, I'm very confused.
Fair enough.
And I'm hoping we get some more. I will say, moving on, getting us into episode 3, since that's really what we're here to talk about. But the pacing for episode 3, in my opinion, is way better than the first 2 episodes. They slow it down a little bit. They're giving you some more information, while also like starting to try to explain a little bit more about the world. Which that's what I'm hoping like the next couple ones do a little bit as well, because like right now I'm very confused on like how the powers work, how the power scaling works. Like, I know like obviously as the number goes down, the more powerful you're supposed to be. They explain that pretty well, but like the different paths are kind of confusing. I don't know. Like I said, there's not a lot of info yet. It's very weird. I mean, there's a reason they've definitely called it Lord of Mysteries. Like they're jumping it around. They're making it where like it's a lot of like trying to figure stuff out, both for you and for the main character, which I really like. Also, I like that the main character isn't the only person who has done the whole like, what do they call it, transmigration or transmigrated or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's not the only one it's happened to. He gets in the journal for this newest episode. That's from somebody that he was like, okay, this person definitely transmigrated, and then he had the theory of that statue person he saw, and I think it was episode 2, or it might have been episode 1. But there was
I think it was episode 1.
Yeah, that person, and he was like, oh, I wonder if that guy was transmigrated as well, since he brought the steam engine and all this other stuff here.
Because I think he thought about him when he looked at the card game. He was like, "Wait, I recognize that card game," and then he kind of like went into the film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. There was the card game that clicked, and then he was like, "Oh yeah," and the guy brought the steam engine and all this, and he's like, "I wonder if he transmigrated," and then you have also like I'm getting kind of, I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but I'm getting kind of confused. Like they're trying to definitely be like, there's this fourth epoch and the fifth epoch, which is where the story is taking place, and then I guess he's from like a parallel universe or something. So like the time period is a little wonky for me because they jump that around a little bit as well, which is where some of my confusion comes from. Plus, it's obvious that it seems like they're trying to do some like cultural reference that aren't my culture.
What do you mean?
Well, there's the first was the arm exercise thing, which he explains that part obviously, but some of the other stuff I was kind of thinking about was there, I don't have them like on the top of my head. I should have written them down. I can't remember right now, but there was a couple other things that he like said that I was like, okay, I feel like I'm supposed to get this, but it doesn't click for me either. And like I said, it felt more like it was like a cultural reference. So somebody who was from that culture would be like, oh yeah, I get that type thing. That it would like click for them. But for me, it just doesn't click.
And what culture do you think that is?
Well, it's supposed to be a Chinese anime, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would assume Chinese. Just
okay.
But,
yeah, I got you.
I don't 100% know on that front because they definitely like with the tarot cards and all this other stuff. I don't know. It feels like they've tried to mash a bunch of stuff together, but it's interesting. Like the Beyonders is really cool. It's weird. Like they have all these gods, but they also like they don't know what the gods' forms are. So, like, I thought that was a weird thing to comment on. And then the two people that he was able to like connect to for some reason, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't 100% get where everything's going, but also I don't think we're supposed to, obviously. Yeah. So it's definitely trying to give us very little amounts of information at a time.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this show is full of mysteries, as the name is intended, and I feel like they're doing a better job each episode of explaining different things. And I feel like that at the end of the season, we should know everything that it is to know about the environment and how they use their powers. Because even in the last episode, in episode 3, he was able to find out that the next stage in his seer conquest is to be the clown. You know what I'm saying? So they're giving you information. You just got to take it and then hopefully just piece everything back together coming up. Looks like Dap's having technical difficulties again. You back, my boy?
Yeah, shout out AT&T, man.
Hey, shout out AT&T. And you know where to find us. How are you liking this episode, man?
I'll just keep it short and sweet, man. It's not different than what I said last time. Like that whole front hand, backhand thing. I think it was probably, to me, I felt like it was more heavy on this episode. Like I probably made it 2 episodes in. I was like, man, what's going on? Man, let me change this to dub so I don't have to read and actually like just listen and watch. And then there's no dub.
Not yet, no.
You just watching sub. I'm like, nothing clicked with me on this, man. Like I don't know if it's because of the mystery shit or if it's the pace. I don't know what it is, but it does not click with me. And it's so much to the point where like I know that like it doesn't take away from the show. The show looks amazing. I saw some dope shit, but like at the same time, I'm not understanding nothing. So I'm just looking at something, so it doesn't mean anything to me for me to be able to be like, yo, that's dope. Like really, the only dope moment I'll say from this whole season to me was when after they took out the demons. I mean, not the demon, the bad soul thing. When the notebook was landing, whatever animation they used for that shit, that was the best thing I've ever seen in my existence in an anime. Like that was some fucking.
Hey, you broke up a little bit. You said what now? What scene was that?
The scene after they took out the dark soul, the fat dark soul thing, and the notebook fell into the rubble, And Klein went to go pick it up.
You talking about at the end of season 2? I mean, not season 2,
Huh?
at the episode 2. You talking about the end of
Nah,
episode 2?
Well, it was the end of
nah, that's
episode
not the end.
3.
I mean, like
That's not
towards
the.
the end.
Or
I mean,
close to
what episode are you talking about?
Yeah, that's
Talking
3.
about episode
We
3.
talking about 3.
You talking about
That's the
episode
one
3?
with the demon. Yeah, that's the one with the fat dark soul thing, dude. The one that had the notebook.
It's Lord of Mysteries, man. It's all jumbling in my head right now. I got you. Episode 3.
But yeah, that's the only thing I really would have to say about this whole thing. Like, I'm lost. Like, I have to watch this shit dubbed. Like, I can't. I'm lost. I'm lost.
What are you lost in though?
It doesn't get what's
Don't-
going on. I understand.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting like that is definitely one of the issues Lord of Mysteries has. Is because it's trying to be mysterious. It's not giving a lot of answers to anything, and it's jumping around. But that is also the point because we're trying to figure the stuff out. Like not only is like us as the viewer trying to figure it out, but the main character is as well because he doesn't understand how any of this shit works either. He's just going off of the memories he's got from the guy whose body he took over. So, like, I definitely understand like the confusion that you're having, man. That's why I'm saying like I'm hoping we get like. It felt like at least in episode 3, it's getting better at giving us more information in a more coherent way than the first 2 episodes were. The first 2 episodes are very jumpy and kind of jumbled, and it makes it very confusing. But then in the third one, it's when they do a more like linear path. You're getting a little bit more info, and it's making it a little bit easier to go back and go, okay, I kind of get that now. Or at least it was for me with this third one.
I just want to know, man. I get you're saying you don't get something, right? But like, what part or what is the top issue that you don't get?
Bro, we don't have the time for me to go through all stuff I don't understand.
I mean, you don't have to
It's a
explain
lot.
it. You can just say it, man.
I don't understand the whole thing about finding Bieber. I don't understand some of the power aspect. I don't understand, like the poem things. I don't understand. I didn't understand the shit with the Joker thing or the puppet thing. I didn't understand that.
You didn't understand the puppet?
No, all I know was that they had the puppet to find the Bieber, but I don't understand why it's tied to Bieber. Like
Because he was
I never got the correlation.
The Golden family.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that first bit. What was that first bit?
He was a descendant of the Antigon, or however you pronounce the family's name, their family.
Yeah.
He was a descendant, and their family created that puppet thing, which is, I guess they called it an artifact, I think is what they called it. And because of that connection makes it the best tool to hunt him down. Why? I don't know, because they don't explain that. They just say they're connected, so that, yeah. But
So why
It's
does
cool,
it?
man.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We can talk offline more about it. We got some other interesting animes to review, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. What are you guys gonna rate this? So I'll go first, man. I'm a big fan of this anime, so I think this was a solid 8 for me.
I mean, I'm just going for a 1, and it's not because it's terrible. I just don't understand it. I'm just going off of what I understand and just a little bit I've seen, so I'm just going with a 1.
Oh my god, man! What you got, Brian?
I'm gonna give it right now a 7. I think this one did much better for its pacing. It's starting to explain stuff a little bit better. The problem is I am still also slightly confused on everything. And of course, like, the power scaling doesn't make any goddamn sense to me at the moment. So, like,
Fair enough.
because I mean, don't get me wrong, I know the main character is like brand new to spiritualism or whatever the fuck it's called. But like, and his path apparently isn't supposed to be very offensive or anything. But his thing is like dowsing rod, and then there's the other dude who apparently can beat the living shit out of everybody he touches.
Yeah.
Like that's a wide difference. They're both supposed to be Sequence 9 users as well. Like that's another thing. Like that is such a wild power difference.
Well, he has some mystery within himself too, man.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I still haven't figured out if he's a bad guy or not yet.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a bad guy.
Yeah, he's definitely a goon.
Huh?
Yeah, I see that shit at the end with the skeleton and shit. Bringing more mysteries.
Well, I was more talking about the dude with the little book.
Yeah,
the little book,
shit everywhere.
Yeah, the long haired dude, the guy from the first episode. Yeah, he wasn't that the same dude at the end of the episode that had the skeleton pop up in the shadow?
Not at all. That was the teacher of the main character, or Klein, not the body of the main character.
Yeah, that was the professor.
Yeah, that was his history professor.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. He's a little confused.
I'm tapped out. I'm sorry.
You need to go watch those a couple more times.
But it's all good, man. We got 2 more animes we want to review tonight. So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. Let's just go ahead and go into it. This is another episode of Where's My Anime, episode 31. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and X. Let's go ahead and get into it. To Be Hero X, Season 1, Episode 14, Impromptu Counterattack. To Be Hero X, man, has been holding us down on this show for the past 14 weeks. To Be Hero X, I'm fucking with it. This episode right here, man, I wasn't too impressed with it, although we did get more insight on the fair gas, but I don't know, man. This episode really didn't do it for me. What's my man's name?
It's good. I thought getting all this new info and
we did get some more info at the round table, man. With all like the hero managers and stuff like that, and we got to see Iso's goon, what did I call him the other night, man? The kingpin for Iso.
Yes.
You know the guy that was working at the bar, at that restaurant. Yeah, it's fucking uncle. We got to see the kingpin at the round table and shit. I mean, we did get some more information about fear, and then also that something has developed where you can have powers outside of the trust system. We got that, man, but for me, that was pretty much all we got this episode, other than the fact that, we got to see the DJ hero, do his thing. And
that the stalker was the next hero we're dealing with, Ghostblade.
Potentially.
I called that out, man. I called that out, and I still want to know what his whole power set is, and also too, man. We haven't heard him talk either, so I'm interested in knowing like how that shit works as well. So, yeah, man. I'm not saying this was a bad episode. It just wasn't one of my favorite episodes of To Be Hero X. And I'm interested to see like in the next episode how they deal with the fear. Now that it's not contained anymore, right? And will we eventually get to know how this shit showed up in the first place? Because I mean, they got it contained, but they never said like where it came from or who introduced it or whatever. They just know that it was fucking with this shit in the basement, and also they never gave the motive. I was talking to Depp about this offline. They never gave the motive for the DJ hero to actually come through and try to destroy that facility and try to find the fear.
Like
we kind of got it, but not necessarily. Like it's still a mystery.
We know that it was an order. Like, I mean, and it seems like the DJ guy. It wasn't just an order. It was like a mercenary thing. It was like, hey, you go do this, and I'll help you do this. Type.
Hold on. How did
you know what? No, actually, I'll take that back. No, I don't think it was an order because that doesn't make any sense. Like, I get what you're saying. I seen the same thing at the end, but you got to think he went in there and crashed into the shit, but he didn't know what it was. Like how
No, he
you
didn't
go
know what it was.
in?
He wanted the
Yeah,
guy to go in to find out what they were researching. The dude who with the mask on his face or whatever. It was
Shindig.
an order.
Yeah,
No,
Shindig. That's the
not the. I'm not talking about the disco dude. I'm talking
mhm.
about at the very end who had the mask on his face. He ordered him to go check that thing out because he was wanting to know what they were researching on.
Oh, I must have missed that, man. Was that like towards like the very end?
That was the very end.
Yeah, that's the very end. Yeah.
Oh shit, I must
I,
have missed that.
I guess. I mean, to me, I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't like if you got that much insight to know that there's some kind of substance that they're working on. I feel like you would have had enough insight to be like, hey, you know, go do this with that substance. Like it seemed like he didn't even have the insight to even know like
I don't think he knew what it was. With the way that they phrase or the way they show it and the way they phrase it, I'm pretty sure he just knew that they were researching on something and that they weren't allowing that information to get out at like whatsoever. So as a criminal, that tells you there might be something there that I want. And so the guy was like, he knew, like the DJ guy, obviously, we saw in the episode previous, had been dropped by his manager or whatever, and that essentially his hero career was fucking over. And he knew that the guy was desperate. And so he fucking tricked the guy to go do it for him because I assume that keeps the bad guys, hands clean or whatever. And yeah, so like that's his like reasoning, I guess. If you like need a straight up reason, just spout it out for you. But I liked the episode. I thought it was hilarious that the drunk girl is 100% positive that DJ Hero is her fucking stalker. And she just like comes out to and like starts trying to take off his fucking helmet, is giving no shits, and fucking DJ Hero freaks the fuck out.
Like, what are you talking about?
What
are you talking about, girl?
Funny. Yeah, I thought that was funny. It cracked me up. We get a pretty. I don't want to say it was a good fight scene because we've had much better fight scenes in 2 Beer Hero.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad one either. We got to see Lolly a little bit more. We get to see her get a little pumped up in the sense where, like at the very end, she gets told she is a hero. She doesn't have to become one. She already is one type shit. Also, we get to know that apparently aliens exist and that they've crashed on this planet. That's some new information that we got.
Wait, no shit. Hold on. How did I miss that?
The armor that Lolly wore.
Oh yes,
on that
yes,
one.
yes.
Tracking.
Tracking.
So this now gives us a third option for having power. There's obviously trust and there's fear, and now there's this alien tech that is able to obviously be strong enough that somebody who is empowered by fear or they can still fight them even though they don't have a high trust level.
which is exactly what happened with Lolly and Shindig.
Exactly. So I'm not saying that it's going to be a 1-for-1, but it's showing that we now have a third power that can potentially stand up, which I want to say was one of my theories with X, that he is somehow using something that isn't fear or trust based.
Same here.
So
I mean, we pretty much know it's not trust based because nobody knows him. He's not on the charts at all. We became Hero X, so.
But and then I also the whole like Stalker and Ghostblade thing. Ghostblade seems to work for the uncle, and it felt like at least near there at the end that, and this is one of the reasons why I'm pretty positive it was Esol at the end of episode 1, because we had Esol kill somebody, and now it looked like Ghostblade or whatever his name was is looking to kill the DJ guy. He did hit the DJ guy, got to get away, but that's the way it looked like to me, that his plan was to just kill the dude. So I don't know,
So
but
what? Kind of lost me on that one.
so the uncle dude, the two, we know that he obviously is connected to Esol.
Oh, you talking
And that
about Esau's? Okay, Esau's
Yeah,
uncle. Gotcha.
Esol's uncle
His daddy.
from the round table or whatever. And then, but
Mhm.
it's also obvious that he worked for Ghostblade, or not, sorry, worked for Ghostblade. He managed Ghostblade, because that's who he was trying to call in the meeting, was Ghostblade, so that they would go and all that. And it seems like that's what he was trying to do, is he was trying to order him to go and kill the guy, because then he does show up and we see him pull out his sword, or not, dagger, or whatever the fuck it was, because you don't get to see very much of him. It also does explain, of course, why the fucking stalker was such a good fucking fighter
Yes.
in that first episode.
But it doesn't explain why he was stalking though.
It does not. And also, one of the pictures he had was of Lolly at the gym. So
I mean, he's a stalker.
but the picture he had of her at the gym is how the first episode introduces her. So that's before she ever met the stalker. That's before she fought him.
Say what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that first episode where she was at the gym and, she gets called cute and suddenly, she's weak again or whatever. The picture that he had in his weird stalker room was from that day. Because she had the exact same hat, the exact same outfit on.
Could have been a social media posting.
I mean, it was from outside. Like looking into like a window, or like how gyms always have the big like glass windows or whatever. That's what it looked like, was like a camera coming in from there. So he not only had a picture of the girl, but of like the drunk girl, whatever her name was, because I don't remember it. But he also had a picture of Lolly before he even fought her. So I'm wondering, like, is this guy's thing is just to stalk girls he thinks are cute? Like, is he just some fucking sociopath? Like, what's up with this guy? But hopefully we'll get more info on that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the last two heroes we got left.
True.
Yeah, I'm agreeing more with Jay Slum on this one. This episode didn't come off as good as it could have. My thing is terrible. It just didn't come off as good as it could have.
That's fair.
I didn't watch this one as much excitement as I have in the previous episodes. I don't think I really got too much to add.
Are you thinking about that? Can anybody tell me why the disco guy or the DJ guy powers didn't affect what's her name?
Lolly.
I think it's because of the outfit.
I think it's because of the outfit specifically. I think because it's made of that alien material, that the same thing that makes it where it's able to pick up fear without any repercussions. Apparently, it's the same reason why his powers didn't work.
What kind of plot armor is this bullshit? But all right.
He's the only one who has it, at least for now.
Yeah, for now. But okay, that's cool. Well, with that being said, man, what do you guys want to rate this episode?
I think I give it a 7. I give it a 7.
Yeah, I give it a 6. It wasn't bad, but I've seen better from TV Hero X, and I'm not saying that this episode is a bad one. I just feel like I've seen better episodes of TV Hero X, and if this is, if this is gonna lean into Ghostblade's 3-episode adventure, I'm excited to see that. Because maybe we'll get a little bit more better combat, stuff like that. I am interested in his character, and I'm also interested in the time stamp that they're gonna place the next few episodes in.
Same.
So
very much so.
All right, so without further ado, we got our last anime out here on the docket. Dandadan, Season 2, Episode 14, The Evil Eye. This anime is one of Dap's favorite animes of all time. So I'm not gonna say too much bad about this episode. Honestly though, this episode right here, man, this was a episode that I was not really mad at, man. I was watching it and I didn't really have too many bad things to say about it. There wasn't a lot of freaky shit going on in this episode, so I appreciated that. There were some fight sequences. There were a look. It kind of reminded me of the lady in the red dress episode. Just how they tied in the storytelling into the main, plot of the episode. Like, it was like that. It was like the episode was still going right, but underneath it was that storyline happening, with Jit and the, I guess I forgot what Turbo Granny called that entity. I think the evil eye, that ghost or whatever, or entity, however you want to call it. But I thought that storyline was cool, man. I was surprised at how that shit turned out. When Jit was just like, he wasn't there anymore, and the evil eye took over his body, and that was the whole plan all along. So that was a curveball. That was good to see in the end of that, man. Like,
that caught me. I was feeling so, like, I was just like, Gigi, I was feeling so bad for this kid. I was like, Gigi, I'm starting to like you. You're not annoying. Go help that kid. Like, I was fucking rooting for him. And then he gets his ass taken over, and I'm like, he betrayed me.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn, that was a nice little curveball, man. Because I thought that just meant like he released the spirit so that it wouldn't be held captive anymore underneath all those houses, in that the Earthworms dimension, or wherever you want to call this place, or underneath the ground. So
honestly, that was my thing. I was like, heck yeah, like I thought we were gonna have like Gigi was gonna be really good for like helping release the spirit or something, because Granny made that comment where she like Gigi said something. She looks at him and she, "Oh, you haven't figured it out yet?" And I was like, "What? Figured what out?" Like I was so confused. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" But I like we get like a little bit of fight sequence with Gigi and his new evil eye form, I guess is what we'll call it. But I thought that was cool. Like I love
with the soccer kicks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause soccer's his thing. That's cool.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Did y'all peep the foreshadow?
It reminded me of Yu Yu Hakusho. I think it's like the third season for it. There's a bad guy, and that's one of the things he does is he'll like create these orbs of spiritual energy, and then he kicks them, and he'll fight with that. And it reminded me so much of that, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, I love this." And also the form was just really cool. Like I love the anime or the visual for it with the big third eye and the weird earrings, and like just the whole form looks badass as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I will say this though, I fucking hate cliffhangers. Fuck cliffhangers.
Yeah, man. So I had two knocks, right? The first one was, if they stop fucking not showing Okuran get beat up and shit, this is the second episode, man. Okuran was out there fighting the worm, and they kind of transitioned into Momo and what's that guy's name again? Gigi. They kind of transitioned into that sequence or whatever, and then they span back to him. This motherfucker's laying on top of a roof talking about he's paralyzed. Like, not like paralyzed because he wants to kill himself, he's just like, I can't move, I'm paralyzed. And then it fucking spans back to them. Like, they did that shit in the last episode, right when Momo came in the house, him and Gigi on the floor, helpless. You know what I'm saying? They gotta stop doing that shit, man. Like, show me that shit. Show me what happened. You know what I'm saying? Just don't say like, oh, I'm helpless and I can't move. But then mysteriously, I guess because Momo was getting boxed up, you were able to come down there and get in the way of the last super kick to her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
I mean,
And then
Gotta give him his hero moment.
I know, but they don't show shit though. So it's like, how did you get paralyzed? Was it temporary? And then also too, I mean, maybe they'll show it in the next episode, like of him actually like sensing maybe Momo needs help, and or maybe Momo calls him, um, using her psychic abilities, and then he like wakes up out of this fucking paralyzed trance he's in. But I can only assume that because they didn't fucking show anything. Um, and here's my last one, man. Like they did a real good job of just telling the story in this episode. But yo, Gigi did not have to fucking kick the earthworm, and then all his fucking clothes came off. Did y'all see that?
I mean, he only had
like,
boxes. He
how
only
about
had
no?
sweatpants on.
Yo, he
But
only
yeah,
had some pants on, man. But he kicked the earthworm, and like all his shit came off. Like, oh, bro.
Besides his fucking whitey tidies.
Yo, they were doing so good, man. They were doing so good, and then
That's
they
just
hit you
Dan
with
and Dan
that shit, bro. Humor, you say?
Yeah, that's their fucking humor. It's fucking weird, but yeah.
Well, go ahead, Dak,
Yeah,
man.
make
I know you itching to talk about this episode, man. Go ahead.
yeah, they had to make sure you see his new form and full base form. Like they couldn't have anything else extra. But man, I like the backstory they did for the Evil Eye. But like the only thing I didn't like or I didn't understand, or I felt like they missed out. If I'm not mistaken, didn't the third eye as a kid, or at least from what he showed, then he died out in the field by a volcano, getting burned by the
Yeah,
heat.
100%. Yeah.
So how did he end up in the house if he burned
They just built a
outside of the
house
state?
around him.
They ain't built no house around him.
They told him to build a house around him. Yeah.
They ain't built no house around him. But I do like how
My
they did that though.
My thing was
Okay.
that there was like a bunch of houses on top of each other, and the only explanation they give is they just buried it and then built a house on top of it. Like, so,
really?
like for me, I'm just like, so are you telling me that like we just gonna see this land flat, sudden giant hill, flat, like what?
Actually, when there, I think there was a nice tall hill that actually went up to Gigi's house, so that kind of actually levels out. If I'm not mistaken,
Oh, you might be
I
right.
think they talked about that a little bit.
Actually, there was the shit ton of stairs. You know, right? I forgot about that. That's right. That is right. Huh.
No, I'm wondering if they're gonna
my
double.
bad.
I wonder if they're gonna double back a little bit more too, though, because so the Keto family, their whole thing was worshiping the Great Serpent Lord, which I can't remember the Japanese name for it, but it actually does control volcanoes and shit. So at one point they were actually worshiping the right giant serpent lord. They weren't worshiping the earthworm. So I wonder at what point, whenever they stopped actually doing the volcano shit, did they actually accidentally end up worshiping the earthworm as the giant serpent lord instead, for them to end up doing what they've been doing as far as burying kids and
Personally, I was
houses.
confused with the earthworm in general. Like,
Yeah.
is the earthworm the kid? Because it seems
No.
like it kind of is, but then it also seems like he's the evil eye thing too. Like I don't know. Like I got confused on that. It was just weirdly because at first I thought because like the evil like when you see the evil eye when it pops up, it's obviously the young boy that the ghost tried to like befriend. Like that, it's obviously like his form and it's all like weirdly stretched out and shit. But
Yeah.
it has like the same hairdo and everything. So I was like, oh, okay, this is the young boy, and now he's trying to help Gigi. But then, of course, then we just get the whole story with the kid who was sacrificed. And so I was like, in my head, I started going, okay, so the kid who was sacrificed is the worm, and then the young boy is the evil eye. But obviously, that's not true because it shows them like, I guess, like conform together or something. I don't fucking know. But I was a little confused on that point. But overall, I thought it was really well done. I really liked it. So
Yeah, I was kind of confused on the third eye blocking the earthworms. I guess
Psychic
hypnosis
wave.
part two.
It's I think Turbo Granny called it psychic waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, like, cause like when the third eye came out, like we seen them initially block it to where Okuran and Momo was able to get their shit back together and be able to do something. But it seemed like it was only because the third eye at that moment was, combating with the worm to even it out. So like once the dude left, they should have went back to normal, right? It's not like he hit the worm to make it do anything special or different.
Yeah, I don't know on that front.
I didn't understand that part. But I mean, overall, it wasn't a bad episode. Though. I did like the fight sequence. I'm glad I finally seen Gigi's form on the episodes. I already got spoiled and seen it floating around on X and everything
Oh,
else. So I'm glad to finally see it, and I ain't got to worry about no more spoilers. Hopefully,
Hey,
yeah.
so question though. So the evil eye, what was his power? Because I don't understand now. Because I know the boy who got sacrificed. Because they said it was it the earthworm the whole time that was making people want to commit suicide?
no, it was the evil eye. It's the evil eye who did it. Because
But
it showed the boy, the boy in his ghost form, like every time,
Yeah.
like
he
right
was
before.
dancing.
Well, even if before he was dancing, like he would be standing there, and there would be this weird like aura visual at his feet, and whenever that would happen, the parents would then kill themselves. Why? And I think because he was a child, he uh like somehow stopped the children from also wanting to just kill themselves too. Um, but but then eventually he got to the point where he was okay with just killing anyone. So, because when he fuses with the young boy or whatever, like that's what
Yeah,
he
it's
said.
kind of
Like
it's kind
he's
of
completely against all of humanity at that point.
right. He was against the Kyoto family, the people who were sacrificing people for the serpent king or the serpent snake, whatever. But it just didn't make sense because like the earthworm has the same kind of gaze as well too. So
Yeah, I thought
how,
that was weird.
how does
Supposedly.
that work?
See, that's
You said supposedly? No, like that
no,
was the fact.
yeah,
I
That's a
mean,
fact.
the only part I'll say supposedly because like we didn't see the evil eye, unless it was never the earthworm to begin with. Like it was the evil eye's presence that was overpowering, making Momo and Oakland want to do suicide, and we just didn't see it until the third eye popped up. But like
that's
we
another
didn't
reason why
see
I
the
was kind
third
of
eye at first.
confused on if the worm was part of the evil eye or not. Like that's why I was kind of like confused on that front. Like was because as Jay's saying, the worm. I mean, it at least implies that the worm did the exact same thing that the evil eye did, where it causes people to commit suicide.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know on that front. Maybe the next episode will give us these answers. It'll finalize everything because it's. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't.
I
I don't
definitely killed it.
understand, man. I don't understand, man. It's too many mysteries. I give this episode a 1.
Sadly, he's not mystery. They just mishaps. But
I don't.
you
I
know,
don't understand, man. I'm gonna just give this episode a 1, man. But, but nah, man. What do y'all give this? What do y'all give this last episode, Dan? And Dan? I'm gonna give it a. I enjoyed this one, man. I'll give it an 8.
That's mine too. I give it an 8. I really liked this one. I loved the sorry, the dogs.
Nah,
I
you
loved
good.
like the totally got me with the twist. I 100% was like, this ghost, we must help it. Like I was so in. And then that fucking twist, it got me. I was like, no.
What you
So
get is that?
I get 8. Number 8.
yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a 7, man. I'm gonna go a 7. See how that goes.
Okay.
I'm hoping the next episode, polishes up what we were talking about today.
Great.
All right. All right. Cool beans, man. So we're gonna wrap up the show. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Greatly appreciate. Thank you for all the comments, commenting in the comment section. Thanks for everybody tuning in tonight. This has been another wonderful, great episode of Where's My Anime. I'm Jay Sama. These are my co-hosts, Dapman, Brian. If y'all gotta say one last word, let the people know how you feel. We're gonna get out of here.
Appreciate those that's been rocking with us for the past 31 episodes, and we'll see you on the 32nd.
Can't wait to see y'all again. Talk some more
For sure.
anime. Peace out, y'all.
Everybody have a good one.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching another episode of Where's My Anime.
Great appreciation to those who like, subscribed, and viewed today's episode.
If you agree with what I said today or disagree with what Dab had to say, please drop it in the comment section. We will reply. And as always, I'm your boy Jay Sama.
And I'm down. We'll catch you on the next season, the next episode of Where's My Anime.
You heard?